Joaquin Phoenix confronts paparazzi. Over fake news, his reaction is pure gold. The Los Angeles sun was brutal, the kind that makes everything shimmer in the heat, but it didn't stop the cluster of paparazzi outside a small cafe in West Hollywood. Their cameras were ready, lenses zoomed, fingers hovering over the shutter buttons. Inside the cafe, Joaquin Phoenix sat at a corner table, his head lowered over a book, a steaming black coffee in front of him. He wasn't dressed for attention, an old hoodie, worn-out jeans, but attention found him anyway. That morning, tabloids had dropped a bombshell headline: Joaquin Phoenix's secret meltdown, actor caught in heated argument over career-ending role. It was pure clickbait, but the story spread like wildfire. And now the paparazzi were here, waiting for Joaquin to crack, to give them the meltdown they'd predicted. But Joaquin, he had other plans. The cafe door jingled as he stepped out, book still in hand, sunglasses hiding his eyes. The cameras started clicking furiously. "Joaquin, is it true you stormed off set last week? Are you planning to quit acting? Was that your final film?" He didn't flinch. Instead, he paused, calmly looked around at the sea of flashing cameras, and with a slight smile said, "Is this what you guys do all day?" The paparazzi froze. One of them nervously chuckled. "Just doing our job, man." Joaquin raised an eyebrow. "And that job is making stuff up?" Dead silence. Then he took a step closer. "You know," he began, his voice calm but sharp, "it's funny. You guys write a headline, throw in a fake meltdown, and people eat it up. No proof, no sources, just chaos for clicks." The cameras kept snapping, but now it wasn't the kind of footage they'd expected. "Let me ask you something," Joaquin continued, tilting his head. "How many of you actually believe half the stuff you post?" No one answered, but one guy lowered his camera, visibly uncomfortable. "Exactly," Joaquin said, chuckling softly. He pulled the crumpled tabloid from his pocket and held it up. This isn't journalism. It's fan fiction, with worse writing." The crowd around them burst into laughter. Without another word, Joaquin tucked the paper into a nearby trash can and walked off, sipping his coffee, leaving the paparazzi standing there, stunned. The footage? It went viral within hours. The video of Joaquin's calm but brutal takedown of the paparazzi spread across the internet like wildfire. Within hours, it was trending across social media platforms under hashtags like Joaquin Phoenix Savage and Paparazzi Shutdown. Clips of him tossing the crumpled tabloid into the trash can became instant memes. One caption read, "When you throw fake news exactly where it belongs." Another read, "Joaquin didn't just walk away, he walked off with their dignity." But the real firestorm ignited when media outlets picked up the footage. Some headlines praised him. Joaquin Phoenix schools paparazzi in the coolest way possible. Why Joaquin Phoenix's paparazzi takedown is exactly what we needed. But others tried to spin it. Joaquin Phoenix's paparazzi confrontation? Was it too aggressive? Phoenix snaps at reporters. Is this the Joker energy we should be worried about? The irony? The same media that criticized him for calling out fake news were now, once again, twisting the story. But Joaquin, he stayed silent. No tweets, no statements, nothing. Because the footage spoke for itself. What no one expected was how the public would run with the story. People started digging through old headlines about Joaquin, the weird, the fake, the clearly fabricated. A Reddit thread titled "The Most Absurd Joaquin Phoenix Headlines Ever Published" hit the front page in less than a day. Top post? A screenshot of a 2019 tabloid that read, "Joaquin Phoenix training to become a real-life clown for Joker sequel." The comments tore it apart. Bro didn't even smile in half the movie? How is this a headline? This man has been battling clickbait for a decade. Meanwhile, TikTok was flooded with people reenacting Joaquin's pap walk-off, complete with trashing fake newspapers in slow motion, set to dramatic music. The memification was unstoppable. But the real twist? A week later, one of the paparazzi Joaquin confronted, a guy named Mike, who'd been working the celebrity beat for years, posted a surprisingly honest TikTok. In it, he said, "Yeah, Joaquin was right. Half of what we snap, it's bait. We wait for a bad angle, a frown, a missed step, anything that makes it look like they're about to lose it. But Joaquin, he didn't lose it, he flipped it. Respect. The video racked up millions of views. Joaquin, still silent on the whole fiasco, was finally spotted weeks later at an indie film screening in Venice. A reporter, clearly hoping for a viral moment, approached him outside the theater. "Joaquin, do you have anything to say about the paparazzi incident?" He paused, considered the question, then simply replied, "Just be careful what stories you believe. Some are written for your clicks, not your mind." Then he walked inside, leaving that as his final word. The moment? Instant headline. But this time the internet was on his side. And the media? Let's just say they weren't so eager to run with wild stories about Joaquin anymore. In a world flooded with clickbait and fake narratives, Joaquin Phoenix reminded everyone of a brutal truth. Not every headline deserves your attention. So next time you read something scandalous, ask yourself, is this the truth or just another story designed to make me react? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you love stories that expose the chaos of modern media, hit like and subscribe. Because in a world full of noise, we bring you the stories that actually matter. But the story didn't end there. Days after the confrontation, a quiet yet powerful ripple effect began to take shape. The incident with Joaquin sparked broader conversations online about the ethics of paparazzi culture and how celebrities are often dehumanized for profit. Podcasters, YouTubers, and social media influencers picked up on the deeper message behind Joaquin's calm takedown. A popular YouTube channel titled Culture and Chaos released a deep dive video titled, "Joaquin Phoenix didn't just confront the paparazzi, he exposed the system." In the video, the host broke down the psychology behind clickbait headlines, paparazzi baiting tactics, and the mental health toll on public figures. "Think about it," the host said, pausing dramatically. "We consume these stories like junk food, not realizing the long-term damage it causes, not just to the celebrities, but to the way we process information." The video hit 1 million views within 48 hours. But the most surprising moment came when an unexpected figure weighed in: Martin Scorsese. In an interview promoting his latest film, a journalist asked him about Joaquin's viral moment. Scorsese chuckled before responding, "Joaquin's always been about truth. He's not in this business for the lights or the fame. He's in it for the story. And when he called out the paparazzi, he wasn't just defending himself, he was defending storytelling itself." That quote spread like wildfire. Suddenly, what started as a simple celebrity paparazzi spat had morphed into a larger dialogue about media responsibility, celebrity privacy, and the public's addiction to scandal. And Joaquin? He stayed out of it, as always. No interviews, no Twitter rants. But eagle-eyed fans noticed something days later. His Wikipedia page had been quietly updated. Under the section, Notable Public Moments, someone had added, "Calmly confronted paparazzi over fake news, tossed tabloid in trash, became a legend." No one knew who made the edit, but everyone agreed with it. Because Joaquin Phoenix didn't just walk away from that moment, he owned it. And once again, he did it without ever raising his voice.